Greetings, fellow Planeswalkers, and welcome back to Janky Meta for more daily arena content. Today's list is our custom take on a Legends Matter list, but there is a full deck tech at the end. So without further ado, we charge ahead and showcase this custom magical mayhem, vanquish our opponents, and offer the full measure of our devotion to the land. On the play, the hand looks good. We've got a nice little ramp here. We've got lands. This is not a land necessarily. It's more of a spell, which is cool. So let's go. So we want to play this Skrelv right off the bat. I think that is gonna, Seachrome Coast is gonna do that for us, so we'll go ahead and play that out. No idea what the opponent is playing yet, but since we're playing Esper, okay, so they're gonna show a swamp. Are they mono black? Are they Esper? We don't know yet. What we will do is play out Yavimaya Coast. We now have all colors available to us. We can play out Malira, but I'm wondering if we should try and get poison. I don't think that, yeah, we'll play out Malira. Our goal here is not to win the match with poison. Our goal is to win another way. Okay, opponent is showing mono black colors, and they're checking out our cards. They're wondering which one they should try and remove. We have 2 legends on the board, which means Otawara costs 2. It's castable. So we'll go ahead and put a Plains out. And save the Lagrella. It's removal of a sort. And we have Unctus. Do we cast Unctus, make Malira a blue creature, and then draw a card and discard a card? I don't think so. I like all the cards in our hand. I think we're going Slogurk here. That was weird. I had a little game glitch there. Well, let's attack in with Malira, obviously. And now we'll play Slogurk as we intended. Autopay. Yep. And end the turn. It costs us 2 life to protect any one of our, oh, Shakedown Heavy. All right, well, we now have our first Lagrella target, so that's awesome. Should we just go for it now? We don't have a way to blink Lagrella in this deck. We do have Otawara. So we pass to attackers, and we go to our turn, and we draw a Boseiju. I think that, you know, we kind of want lands in our graveyard because that pumps up Slogurk. But on the other hand, we can make Slogurk unblockable. And with Skrelv, we can make Lagrella hexproof. So I think what we do is we cast Lagrella and we exile Shakedown Heavy and we hit for 6. And that's what we're gonna do. Oh, we can exile something and bring it back. But we're not gonna do that. Get in for 6. We have, we do have Blink on Lagrella in a way. We can use Malira. Opponent is not showing anything because we're just taking it away, and they're off to a slow start. So we'll just play out the Boseiju now. There's only 1 copy in the deck, but we need the mana, and we want to save Otawara. Now, opponent is about to be on 4 mana. That gives them a number of options. If they miss their land drop, they can still do a Shakedown Heavy, Graveyard Trespasser. There's nothing in the graveyard, so they might not want to do that. If they hit the 4th mana, obviously, they would want to cast Shieldred, which we don't have Otawara on right now, but at the beginning of our turn, before we draw, we would. So we could do that, which would be awesome, an awesome tempo move. Because then we can get in for 3 plus 4 is 7, 9, so that would basically, they'd be dead. As well, we could then pay 2 life and make we could win. Oh, Archfiend of the Dross, perfect. Okay, that's an excellent target for us. Okay, pass to attackers, sure. They're completely tapped out, so I think we're gonna have our way with this game for sure. All right, Razorverge Thicket, that's excellent. Do we have 2 blue mana? No, we don't. So we can't actually use Unctus and Otawara at the same time. Ah, that's kind of disappointing, huh? Well, maybe next time we are going to oh wait, no, we could blink Lagrella and then recast her. No, come on. Think it through. Slogurk goes up. Bounce over, bounce the Archfiend. Attack all, not Skrelv, obviously. Opponent down to 2. We have lots and lots of protection. They cast the art, they're just gonna scoop. They're just gonna scoop because if they cast the Archfiend, whatever they cast, we just make our creature unblockable. They're mono black. So should we give them the pre-good game? No. Because we're not cruel people here at Janky Meta. We're gonna give the opponent time to figure it out, figure out the line. If they feel like if they feel like they have to rope us, then we will personally enjoy that on our end, but we'll have to edit that out of the video, obviously. So we know that they have Archfiend, which they could cast. It's useless. What they really need to do is lay down a land of a different color and then play a creature, and then they play 2 creatures, 1 black and 1 of the other color, red perhaps, and then we wouldn't have just an unblockable creature. They would be able to block at least 1. However, we would still have 2 creatures getting through at that point, and they're only at 2. So what they really need to do actually is cast Corrupt. Oh wait, they can't cast Corrupt because Corrupt is 6. So we basically took over this game, and you know, it is what it is. We're just gonna do, you know, what we need to do here, close it out. Good game, opponent. You had a slow start and just wasn't enough. on the play with a perfect curve, perfect land, we have hit a deep pocket of negative variance, which is combined with a lack of familiarity with the deck, and have racked up quite a few losses. Not gonna lie. I think though that if we weren't in such a huge pocket of negative variance, then and had more familiarity with the deck, then I think we could have actually done very well. But when you combine those two together and you just get, you know, bad luck after bad luck, even though you get good hands and I would say, you know, not extraordinary matchups, but not terrible matchups, you start seeing stats like we have on this deck now, and you start to think this deck isn't good, and that is not true. This deck is very good. You just need to know how to play it. You need to have such a strong familiarity with it that you can make split-second decisions, because there will always come a moment in the game where you're trying to figure out what the opponent's thinking, what the opponent's doing, and you're trying to figure out what you're doing in relation to that. And there's so many different static abilities and, you know, everything else in this deck that... Do I want to protect it? No, I don't want to protect it. I'll protect it with the Selfless Samurai. So they're not gonna block. Okay. So getting back to what I was saying, and just finishing up real quick. This is a very good deck. This deck was made by a very knowledgeable person. They played it to perfection and got a 67% win rate. That's the win rate that people should focus their attention on, not the win rate here from this set of matches, because this is the win rate of a person who has never played this deck before. I have never played a Slogurk deck before, and the amount of decisions and the just the sheer brutality of the timer, I have lost games by running out of time. Simple as that. And if you know the deck very well, if you've played Slogurk before, then you can just hop right in here and I think you can rank. No question in my mind, you can rank. I'm just learning on the fly. I'm getting a very bad win rate, and I'm still having fun. It's a very fun deck to play. So yeah, feels good. Feels good, even though I'm, you know, kind of losing here. Feels good. Let's hit him again. Oh, wait. Can't hit him. They got the Bank Buster. The Bank Buster's sneaky. Does opponent have a board wipe here? No. Okay, they're playing Esper Legends. That's clear. Even though they have Tenacious Underdog in their deck list, I still think it's Esper Legends. I guess technically you might call it Esper Control at that point. But yeah, when Skrelv makes stuff unblockable, Skrelv can only assign a color value to that, and Bankbuster has no color, so Bankbuster can block anything it wants to block. Now, we do have Otawara to bounce the Buster, which we would need to do after they crew it. I think that's the play here. So we'll play Shauna. Otawara is still just one blue pip. Oh, they could counter Shauna. That'd be interesting. Okay, they counter Shauna. We will go to attacks. And we'll attack with Slogurk and Melira. No. 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 And they'll crew the Bankbuster real quick. They have no mana to draw with the Bankbuster, which is excellent. Say goodbye to Banky. Banky gone. Slogurk gets a token even. You love to see it. Forgot about that. There's just so much going on with this deck. It is amazing. Opponent is 7. They have a lifelinker. Replay the Bankbuster. They attack with Dennick. Enters the battlefield. Well, they didn't kick it. Pass to attackers. No attacks. We drew the Metatech. The Metatech is a very interesting card right here. Because the Metatech can make Slogurk into a 5/5, it can make Melira into a 4/4. So let's actually... Well, we're paying life. We'll put it on Melira. And whichever one we make unblockable, we need to assign white to it. Or we just want them to be blocked. An opponent is thinking this through too. So we could make these unblockable. We could make one of them unblockable. At which point, if we, let's say we made Melira unblockable, 4/4. Then they block it with the Bankbuster, and then we give Melira indestructible. And then Slogurk is replaceable. We also just have some free attacks here. Because if they crew, okay, they only have 3 blockers. So we have 2 free damage if we don't make things unblockable. And I think that is the key here. let's make Melira unblockable. Oh, we pulled an Iganjo. That's amazing. We're keeping the Iganjo. Because Denik comes back for us. Melira cannot be blocked by white creatures. So then they'll put the Bankbuster in front of it. I would rather have Denik take the most damage. Actually, I'm gonna just ice Denik now. Slogurk goes to 5. Wait a minute. Think this through. That's 2 damage assured, 2 more damage. And the Bankbuster's dead. Or the Bankbuster lives and we only take him to 4. Or the opponent scoops for us and takes the decision completely out of our hands. Okay. Ooh-wee! Welcome to the deck tech portion of the presentation. We certainly hope that those sweet, sweet matches captured your interest, because here at Janky Meta we use maximum effort to share the most entertaining and thrilling arena gameplay, provide exclusive tips and tricks to help us master the game, conquer our opponents, and unleash our full MTG potential. Please let me know in the comments if you'd make any changes to the list. Massive thanks to everyone out there consuming this content. Salutations to the Janky Meta Nation. You are excellent. The response has been phenomenal and fantastic. And all of your likes, comments, and subscribes are deeply encouraging. Thank you. We are Janky Meta, and we'll see you tomorrow in the next video.